Hello, it's Stomex here. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to show you some basic smokes for Mirage. Especially for the T side, this is very useful. And these are very simple to learn. Maybe it takes you like 10 minutes and you can probably practice it a few times and you'll get it down pretty easily. So right now I'm doing it for 128 tick, but for the 64 tick servers, which is normal matchmaking, it's not much difference. On the A side, I'll start with the A side. The first smoke is the CT smoke. You line yourself up with this fence right here and this line right here, and just jump throw. This will land deep into CT, and sometimes there's a gap right here, but usually there's like now there's still a tiny gap, but it's not too bad. You can kind of spot, if you're an AWPer you probably spot it, if you're a good player you spot it, but most of the time it doesn't. I like this smoke because they can't jump up on ticket booth and spam you, especially if you're planting. They have to peek through the smoke, so that's a good one to know. The second one for A is this one right here, and this is the stairs smoke. So you jump on this ledge, you line yourself up in the middle of this pillar thing, and aim in the middle of this zone. Right, you see this pillar and this wall, this plank and this ledge right in the middle, and this will bounce off Tetris and land on top of stairs, and that takes care of the stairs. And then the third one is the jungle or connector smoke. They call it the jungle smoke, and you just line yourself up in the middle with this yellow box right here. Just line it up and you aim for this corner right here and just left click throw. It should bounce off the edge of the stairs and no gaps. So if you have that smoke down, and the stair smoke, that's a wall of smoke, nobody can peek you from there. You have the CT smoke as well. That's the 3 smokes you need to take A side. Really good. Basically you cover off the main positions and you can really focus on the site. So those 3 smokes plus a molly on the palace, and basically all you gotta focus on is default and triple. Sometimes the CT will peek out here past your smoke, so be careful about that. So a lot of pro teams, what they'll do, a lot of pro teams will molly off in front of the smoke, and they'll add another molly for that. There are many lineups for these mollies, but sometimes in normal matchmaking it's not super important to know these. You can kind of throw them on the fly. So a good HE I like to do is if you have your teammates smoking jungle and stairs and CT, you can, if you're brave enough, or if the CT has a smoke down here, I like to crouch into this corner and crouch and just roughly around this spot right here, you can throw a nade and it will hit the guy who's peeking stairs. So a lot of the times you'll see a CT playing right here, and this nade will do some good chip damage. For the CT side, you can throw a pallet smoke from connector. You can get into this corner or anywhere around this general area. Just aim around here, like in this general area, and left click throw, like just aim for the, usually I aim like right here. Usually I'm here and I'll just do that, and that will land right there in palace. A main smoke, you can get yourself into this corner and this little thing right here, just where it intersects with the wood part of the triple box, and left click throw, and that gets a main pretty deep so they have to walk through the smoke to peek you. You can molly in front of it by instead of this this little pillar right here, down on the second line, and just left click throw. So that's a good molly to know. You can early round, if you're a CT, you're running up here, you want to molly off to stop the A main rush, you just aim for this antenna right here, maybe hug yourself into this corner and run a little bit and throw. That gets it really deep really early, so generally it'll stop the push. That's it for the A site. And then for mid smokes, you can smoke nest from here. Behind here, you just kind of get all the way back to the wall, aim for the antenna, walk. You can run or walk a little bit and just left click throw, and that will land right in the middle of nest. Pretty simple. You can smoke catwalk from T-spawn. Sorry about that. Smoke catwalk from T-spawn. You get yourself into this corner right here. You see this antenna right here. You can just aim a little bit where it intersects, a little bit to the right. Left click throw. That will land on catwalk, and that will enable your teammates to peek out into mid. So that's pretty useful. You can also smoke window from T-spawn, but this one takes a little bit of practice and it's a little bit more complicated. You basically crouch, aim at this ledge right here, and walk forward until your crosshair hits the bottom of this ledge and jump throw. So like that, and jump throw. That will land into nest. No, there's no gaps. Next, I'll show you the B site smokes. These are pretty good if you want to rush B. Get yourself into this corner right here, top of this building, right there, and just jump throw, and you combo that with this one. You line yourself, get into the corner, line yourself up with the building and this building right here. Walk forwards until you see this line, and jump throw. When you walk forwards, your teammate can get into this corner and throw the market window smoke. So see market and market door smoke. So market window, market door smoke. So those two. Good flashbang is, I think you aim here. Yeah, it pops out the window. So if you want to rush B, you just kind of run, aim there, and that will pop right here. This one takes a little bit of practice. Not really useful sometimes because it's easy to turn away from. A good one is right here. A good flashbang from B side is right here. Just aim like in this general area right here and run forward, jump throw. That one will flash off most positions on the B side. So bang, market, bang, like most positions. If you're even holding here, he gets flashed. Even in this corner he gets flashed. I don't think he gets flashed if he's holding B short, but yeah. So those are the two good smokes to know. That's about it for Mirage basic smokes. Of course, you have McDonald's smoke. You have the McDonald's smokes. But these two smokes are a little bit more for advanced, like not too necessary to learn for matchmaking. The market window and the market door smoke is the key ones, because you want to get rid of that upper sitting there so you can cross, and once you cross you can have your teammates focus on here while one of your teammates focus on short. So sometimes smoking it off is a bad it makes it worse because you give the CTs places more angles to play from and more places to hide. So if you're a CT defensive smokes, this one's a good one. It basically stops them rushing you. It creates another wall, and You can kind of hide in the smoke here, and you can wait for them to cross here. This one's a good one. Mid-side smoke is a good one. Kind of blocks off terrace view, and you can kind of play different angles. Gives you more options. Good flashbang to know is this one right here. You get yourself in this corner, aim at this black little thing, and left click throw. This one is really good if you have your teammate holding right here, and when it pops, he can swing out, and most of the T's here will probably be blind because it's really hard to turn from that. That's a good pop flash. Good molly for CTs to know is this one right here. You molly deep B-apps. You just kind of line it up in this general area, run forward and release, left click throw, and that will get you can get it really deep if you, I think you gotta go a bit wider. Yeah, right here, aim higher a bit and just run, release, and bounce off that wall, and you'll molly off deep. Be app smoke. You can. I think you can just roughly line it up. Like, because it's such a tight choke point, it doesn't have to be super accurate. And CT smokes on general are super situational. I would suggest you hold on to your utility until you know stuff is coming through to your site. And so what you want to do is just maybe come up here, see that wall right there. Aim it in such a way that you can bounce it off that wall, and it will block off that choke point. So you run and should bounce, and yeah. So this one's pretty good. You should get it deeper, but it doesn't matter too much. I think that's pretty much about it. Or if you're playing backside, this smoke's really good. It stops them rushing you, so you just have to worry about this one, which usually you have two on site, so one may be in bench or one sitting here can cover, and you just hold this off angle. Be careful about that. If you're playing off from here, if you're playing a short player, you can bounce it off this pillar right here. It works all the same. You can even flash like that. Molly. It's all the same. This one's good to stop a rush because you can hear them rushing before they can see you. So usually what I'll do is I'll throw a molly, stops them from rushing, and then I'll throw a smoke, and then I'll just hold and wait for them to peek out. That smoke's pretty bad. Maybe bounce it off this, and yeah, so they can't really peek out. Like it'll at least delay their push a little bit. Maybe once you molly and smoke it down, you can chuck a nade in there, see if anyone's hiding in the smoke. So yeah, pretty basic. I think CT mid, you can kind of line this. You can just throw one like that, and it blocks off the chair position, so you can come out here. Oh, a good one to know is the connector smoke, because a lot of people die when they come up from underpass walking up here, and they get shot from here, or they get shot from ticket booth or backside. So what you can do is, if you clear once you've cleared this angle, you can kind of just walk and run through, bounce it off this wall, and it will cover off con, so you can just focus on this. You can also do it from this side right here. You just see this pillar, don't throw it off this one, this with the electrical box, just aim at this dot or whatever, and it kind of does the same thing. For B short, it's very, very easy. Anywhere from high mid, you just bounce it off this wall, and it will maybe aim for the carpet right there. Because it's such a tight choke point, you don't really have to line it up so critically. If you're from underpass, you can bounce it off this railing. You maybe hug this corner right here, and just aim maybe the second one right there, and it does the same job. same thing. So you can do that smoke and walk up here and focus here, or you can smoke this off and focus here. So pretty basic. For nest smoke from underpass, I think you can kind of line it up like that. Oh no. Oh, you gotta like aim higher. Yeah, like that. Like right at the box right there. And that's pretty good. So just play around, just get in the server, play around and practice these smokes. Pretty easy to learn. So yeah, I think that about covers up the basic smokes from Mirage. There are tons more a little bit more technical ones, situational ones that maybe I'll cover in a different time, but these are the real basic ones that it's not very difficult to learn. Maybe the last one, this molly right here. You aim at the stairs, run till your crosshair hits that edge, and jump throw. You're not exposed to windows, so this one's good to molly off window. Right here, jump throw, it'll bounce off that red thing, and it'll get all the window. So, that's pretty much it. So yeah, enjoy, have good games, have fun. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.